We can get. This is the third episode of this. We're gonna get canceled.
I don't care, bro. Like I just,
monkeys. Hey, well, technically, what they say
Monos.
they're not monkeys, right? They say that they're apes.
They're technically monkeys.
I don't think so. I think they're two different species, aren't they?
Well, they eat bananas.
Monkeys.
And we're talking about.
Wait, are we talking about the movie still?
Yeah, we're talking about the movie, right?
Yeah, we're still talking about the movie.
Okay, we're talking
Yeah,
about that one.
Yeah,
That movie.
That movie. Yeah,
That movie.
The monkey movie. What's up, guys?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Welcome to the review room. We're gonna be talking about monkeys today, specifically. Well, I guess not monkeys, apes. Apes together, strong. We have a coworker that does a lot of the simian sounds.
Was that Rashad? Or
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm at to censor that up.
Oh yeah. Sorry. We do have a coworker though that does. The sounds.
He does freaking dogs,
cats, chickens,
the
roosters.
The pig one is freaky.
Yeah. I'm glad that I'm not in there when that happens.
He does a pig one. I'm like, damn, dude, everyone's gonna think that we have livestock back here.
Actually, they said that the other day, but we'll save that for the podcast.
Shit. Oh, we'll save that for with the guys. but anyway, so today we're gonna be talking about Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Apes together strong. I like how he does the sticks. He does the apes together strong.
Is that how it is?
Yeah. Well, he puts a whole bunch of sticks together and then he tries to break them. He breaks one stick and it's soft. And he
grabs a bunch
and he can't break it.
Should I break that shit?
Well, he's an ape. He can break that shit.
True. He's stronger than me.
Yeah. So this is the review room again. If you guys didn't know, we're going to be talking about movies, music, the sex tapes. We're going to be talking about bubblegum reviews at 7-Eleven and bothering Indian dudes that don't want to talk to us.
Hey, have you? Yeah, low key. Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing?
They're mad all the time.
What are you doing? They got some kind of problem.
And then they're watching you in the freaking mirrors.
Yeah,
bro. Freaking dome mirrors. They're like.
And like I'm like the nicest person, and they think I'm gonna jack some shit.
Yeah.
Discrimination.
They're gonna think you're gonna stick something in your armpit.
Low key, huh? Discrimination, bro.
So, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes came out. It came out a while ago, bro. We're late.
They did.
Yeah.
But this is more of a review.
Yeah, it's a review.
It's more of us, just chilling, talking.
Yeah. Talking about monkeys.
Talking about apes, talking about gorillas, and we're talking about the movie.
Yeah.
We're talking about the movie.
He's coming up with some racist stuff right now. Cancel him right now. Send him to Diddy's Island.
We're talking about
the ASMR channel.
What a wonderful day.
No, what a wonderful day. I like how the actor's saying that on like
every interview, bro. Like, dude, we understand.
He says it loud as fuck, and everyone's like, damn.
But he's into character, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. And then he's like walking around with it. The hands get me.
Like how he turns it home.
Yeah. It's like if they did like the motion capture for his whole body to do that movie because he gets really
into it. Like 1-2 shit.
Yeah, he freaking buff as hell.
I was like, God damn, hold on.
You see how tall he is too?
I didn't see how tall he was.
No, he like stands up next to the other actors and the actors are like looking
up
at him.
Oh hell nah, bro.
This is a big ass dude.
He goes, no.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I am Proximus.
But I like how you do the.
Well, it's because I think that's how your hands are. They're like
fingers. You're getting into character too. We're gonna film ape movie. We're gonna do I don't know. We gotta think of a title for Planet of the Apes.
Kingdom.
We're gonna do City of the Apes.
No, we're gonna do Town.
We're gonna do Apes in the Hood.
Hey.
You're gonna have your hands like this. You're gonna be throwing the gang signs.
What a wonderful day, homie.
I can't do that bit twice. I already did the gang signs.
I know, bro. They're like,
Godzilla's fingers.
Yo, bro.
They're just recycling the same thing over here. Yeah. That's gonna be the apes walking. So, yeah, we saw this movie. I saw this movie. When did I see it? It was like a month ago, I think. So I got some time to marinate on it.
Wasn't it like May, right?
Yeah, but I saw it like a month ago.
No,
I saw it super late.
Oh.
I saw, when you go to the movie theater and they got like 2 showings left for that one movie.
Yeah,
that was me.
Just to kind of just write that shit out. Like, let's see if we get some extra money from this one.
There was nobody in there, dude. It's just me and like my wife, and we're like, damn, dude.
Like for Eric, party of Eric for 2.
For 2, that's it. And we're just like 2 people in the middle of the movie
they put
theater.
You guys all the way in the front just because they're like,
and I'm like, hey, bro, what the fuck?
You guys are the last showing.
Well,
just
I'm
stay in
gonna
the
freaking
front.
climb up to the back and get my good seats.
For real.
What are your good seats? Where do you get your seats?
Oh, dude, my good seats are for sure in the middle. You know how like when you enter the theater, it doesn't matter like where, if it's like whatever. There's a rail.
Yeah.
I think where they have it's the first section. Not the front row.
Yeah.
I think it's the front section where they keep like the handicapped, and then there's like another one.
Oh, okay.
And then another. I think it's the rail 1, 2, 3. So like the third one, not all the way to the top, but like right there. That's
okay.
A1 scene.
Yeah,
bro.
where you get your actual.
Yes.
You're not sitting looking at it from the corner.
Yes.
God, I hate those corner seats.
Same,
dude.
bro.
Yeah.
Same.
And then what I hate the worst is the ones where you're sitting like.
Oh
that.
fuck that, bro! I'd rather just get up and go watch it online.
Yeah, I saw Cloverfield like that at the front.
Bro, you didn't have to look?
I threw up.
Oh hell no!
That
movie was just like
sickness. Yeah, people getting motion sickness in the back. Imagine me like looking up.
No, bro.
Yeah, I remember I got all nauseous
sure.
and I went outside, threw up, came back in. And I was like,
Round two.
let's go back. And then I think I threw up again actually a second
Oh,
time. I don't remember.
no,
it was a while ago, but so yeah, I saw this movie about a month ago, and I would definitely say I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of the whole Planet of the Apes series. I've seen them.
Are you talking about now? What we're talking about, like the old ones? Or are we talking about the ones that started with James Franco?
I'm talking about specifically from James Franco on.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you know, actually, no. I saw a one before that with Mark Wahlberg. I saw that one.
Now, that one's alright. For something that was like our year, like 2000. I think it was 2000s, right?
Yeah, it was 2000s. Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie, for me, that movie was whack. The acting was bad. The freaking costumes were weird. It was 2000, so I could give him a pass
I like
for
actress.
that.
The actress was that one there. I was like,
oh, they clap some ape cheeks.
no, she wasn't an ape. She was a regular girl. She was one of like the slaves
the
or some shit. Yeah, prisoners.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, I'll be a prisoner.
Yeah, I'll be a prisoner. I'll go.
I'll go to the
get
Planet
beaten
of
by the monkeys.
No, shit. I'll do what it takes to get in that same cell as hers. But she's probably like 60, 50 now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
she's for sure
yeah,
old,
he's still
bro.
gonna go. He's still gonna go get it.
Oh, they ain't stopping me. They ain't stopping me.
But so I saw that movie. That the story was kind of weird, and then they make Mark Wahlberg very smart in the beginning, and later on in the movie they turn him into a stupid, like a jackass. Like he's like, oh, how did I do this? Like, oh, why would this happen?
Like, yeah, aren't you like an astronaut or some shit like
he's
that?
He's an astronaut. Like, imagine how smart you have to be to
exactly,
be an astronaut.
Yeah.
And they turn him into like the dumbest person on the last half of the movie, but. And then the whole thing with like the time thing and him ending up in front of the Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah.
I was like, none of this makes
sense.
It doesn't make sense because like if he's going back in time, like what did he change? Is it a time thing or is it a dimension thing?
I think it was a black hole, wasn't it?
Yeah. But so what it was his we're going off topic now. But
I know, right?
Just
yeah,
quick,
they did say kingdom. Like
a quick wrap up. He goes to a planet. He goes through a worm. It's a black hole or wormhole or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it was.
And he lands on the planet, and there's a whole bunch of apes there that are being enslaving humans. And then he ends up finding the main ship that he came from. Like it's like an ancient like artifact at this point because it's been there for thousands of years. So it's supposed to be a time thing where he went forward in time. That ship, the main ship, went to go look for him, crash landed on the planet. The apes left from the main ship and created the ape planet. And then he went forward in time when he went through the black hole, so that ship had already crashed. The apes had already evolved.
So the time that he was
so supposedly he was supposed to go back in time when he went through the wormhole again, but he ended up on Earth with the apes overrunning Earth somehow.
That's
I'm like,
crazy,
where does the time
like work on that?
Yeah, if he went backwards in time or went forwards in time, that wouldn't have happened. How did the apes end up taking over the world? That's why I was lost.
Hollywood.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, I don't give it that good of a rating. It's okay, and then it's a Tim Burton movie, so it's kind of
that was a Tim Burton movie.
Yeah, it's a Tim Burton movie.
Oh hell no!
Yeah,
I take that shit back.
You're like, that shit was whack.
Wednesday comes out and she's like,
I mean, there's nothing wrong against him, but he always does like a lot of weird stuff with the movies, and I'm not a very big Tim Burton fan, so I thought it was kind of. I didn't know that until way later on, but I didn't really like the movie.
Okay.
But going back to this,
the Kingdom Planet of
the Apes, from James Franco's on, I had seen those in the movie theaters, and they were entertaining movies. I wouldn't necessarily call them like the best one.
Yeah.
But they're a good take on like the same like story that's been told already. It's kind of like a fresh take on it, and then kind of more modernizes it. I tried to watch the originals, and I watched the first one and I fell asleep.
Yeah, kind of like it's like you said, it's already not too late, but it's just like you're too modernized with what it is now.
With the time
that is now with the movies that they're coming out with.
Yeah. And so I was like, I'll kind of skip those. I'll read into like the lore and stuff, but I'm not gonna sit down and spend a couple hours.
Time. Yeah.
And so I would say definitely this one did some things that I liked and then some things that I didn't like. And so for me, I'm kind of like split in the middle. It was an entertaining movie. Full disclosure about like an hour and 30 minutes into the movie, I fell asleep. Yeah, and it was during like a slow part. I don't know necessarily that I was tired or something like that, but it was during like a lull in the movie, and then I woke up and it was at the climax point, and I was like, what the fuck did I miss?
What if you woke up and like you were in the planet now?
Damn, dude, I'm gonna go clap some gorilla cheeks, dude.
He said, he said, y'all asking for a banana? Yeah. I got you.
I'm gonna be like you and freaking Mark Wahlberg is
I was like, hey guys, put me in the cell with you guys.
Yeah, put me in the cell with all the other prisoners.
Hey,
like no one's safe from me.
Yeah, no, you can't keep them away from me.
Yeah, but so this follows the story that takes place. I think they said like centuries, right after the last movie with Caesar.
I think it was 100 years.
Was it 100 years?
Was it 100 years? I think it was 100 years.
Was it 100 years?
I
think it said a couple like several generations.
Okay, let's just stick with yours. Let's stick with yours.
I think that's what the intro
said. Because I saw
said.
it when it came out, and that was a while ago.
It does a recap at the beginning of the movie showing like the story of all the movies up until this point.
Yeah.
Talking about Caesar's story and everything. So it kind of compounds the last 3 movies into just like 4 minutes. Yeah. And then you're caught up now.
Yeah.
And so it goes to the story of like the new like descendants of the apes and this clan that raises like falcons, I think. Are they falcons or eagles? Falcons, right?
Oh, I think it was eagle clan. Cause I think it was their eagle clan.
Eagles, yeah.
Yeah.
And they like raise them to be like their helpers and stuff like that, to be like their eye in the sky.
Yeah.
It's a kind of like a
like
new
a tribe thing, you know, like their own. Because I think at the time they were like all, you know, it's a whole world, you know, so it's like I think the whole planet was just already filled with apes. So, you know, of course there's gonna be clans of, you know, eagles and, you know, other people doing their own shit, kind of like tribal. Everyone has their own tribal kind of thing.
It's like here now we have different like countries and stuff.
It has their own kind of thing. Yeah.
And so this tribe is learning how to do these. They're collecting these eggs. Like the 3 main characters at the beginning are collecting these eggs to have their own eagle. Yeah. And then they end up running into like another group, right? Or they end up seeing like a girl, right? I think.
It's the girl, which it
ends up being Nova.
Nova, yeah.
Yeah. They end up running into her, and then they don't know that she's a human yet. And then they have a couple run-ins with her, and then because he goes to explore to see where the main character was. The main character's name, do you remember?
The ape.
Yeah, Noah. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Noah. Yeah. And he goes to explore to see where the girl's coming from. He goes into an area where he's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
He ends up finding out another group, another clan. That's what would you call it? Like a pillaging clan. They follow Caesar.
They follow Caesar's, but in the way Proximus follows it, he follows it as what's the other guy? Remember with the scar? What was his name?
Yeah. Koba.
So it's like Koba following Caesar, but in not how Caesar had it. So it's like Koba following Caesar, but
it's his interpretation.
Of
and so it's a lot more of like kind of like the Nazi like Aryan way, where like we're the prime, like we're the prime species now. Everybody has to listen to us, and then we're gonna control everything. All the other species, speaking about humans and stuff like that, are like have to submit to us and stuff. It's kind of like a very Nazi like Aryan kind of way of seeing it. It kind of has that symbolism. And then so he ends up having that run in. Because of him going back to his tribe, I think they follow the horse, right?
Yeah, they follow the horse because I guess they were like, hey, you know, we're trying to follow this girl. Noah tries to go find this girl, blah, blah, blah. So then Noah goes, and then I think one of their tribe members from the Eagles, I think he went to go look for them too. But then I think they got ambushed by the clan that was, you know, following the Caesar clan, Proximus. That's the one who was like the leader of that group right now. And I guess, you know, he finds them like kind of, you know, beat up, and he goes, hey, you got to get out of here. Like, like they're coming. And he's like, who's coming? And then they see these guys riding in horses.
Yeah, the freaking apes on horses.
Yeah, dude, I was like, God damn.
And it's funny because they got little ass legs.
Yeah. So they're like
hopping on the top. Those are funny. Yeah, and then they end up freaking killing that dude. Yeah, and then they follow
Noah's horse.
Yeah, Noah's horse back to his tribe.
Yeah.
They start attacking his tribe. That scene was pretty cool with the whole fire.
And like everyone fighting and people getting captured and stuff like that.
At the top of the building where like Noah's father was releasing all the eagles so that they could survive.
Yeah.
They have this fight and everything like that, and then Noah's father ends up getting pushed off of the
tower,
edge, right?
Like I would say like the tower,
it was
it's like the main tower where like the dad was like you know healing or protecting the eagles.
The dad was like the eagle keeper. He was the one that was like in charge of like, I don't know, clean
like the
them
clan and the eagles
so.
and suppose like the elder and shit like that.
Yeah, and so they end up running into this. What was it? Was a big ass gorilla, wasn't it?
Yeah, dude. God damn.
How do you square up with that gorilla?
Yeah,
dude?
bro, I would have ran. I would like, yeah, bro.
That dude was like 10 times his size.
I'm on my knees, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
Yo.
We're talking about the wrong gorillas.
Right, yeah.
And so he ends up getting squaring up with this gorilla. Obviously, ends up losing. And then he gets knocked off. He grabs on with like a rope and he gets like caught into like a net or something right at the bottom. And so like everything kind of settles down. Everything settles down. He ends up finding out that like a whole bunch of them, pretty much all of the
sister, the mom,
the ones that weren't killed, were all taken prisoner. And he goes on a journey to go find where they were taken to.
Yeah.
And then along his way, he ends up running into the girl again. And he knows that she's following him.
Yeah.
But he kind of like ignores it.
Yeah.
And he ends up running into one of the first orangutans that we see.
Yeah. So.
And what was his name? Was it?
Oh my god.
Because as soon as I think orangutan, I think of Maurice. But Maurice is from the original. From the original
Caesar, right?
Yeah.
No, I think it was a different. So this guy was, I think, the last generation of following Caesar before he died.
Yeah.
Or after he died.
The original interpretation.
Yeah. So he was like the last book, pretty much. He did have the last book.
Of
all the stuff, so.
Yeah, and then he was very educated too. He spoke English
very well. Yeah, very well.
Yeah, he knew how to read. He wore clothes too.
Yeah,
right? He had
like a little
yeah.
scarf over him and shit.
And then he tells him about the origins of Caesar and who this other clan is. The other clan is a different interpretation of what Caesar was teaching to like all the other apes. And then so he kind of like brings him back to kind of like inform him of what the stuff that the audience already knows, because he, up to this point he doesn't know any of this existed. And then the orangutan ends up finding out that the girl is following them, and then he kind of like gives them like the sweater and stuff like that to kind of keep her warm. Yeah. They take her along with them to kind of go find where the rest of the clan was taken. And they end up finding out what the other clan is taken. But along the way, also they end up finding out that she could talk,
and she finds the humans.
Yeah, and she finds other humans, and the group that Maximus's group is, they're looking for that girl as well.
Yeah.
And apparently, I guess she was immune to the virus.
Yeah, because this virus that like was going on. Because like, if you watch the movie, you'll see this group of. It looks like a tribe, but yet they don't know how to talk yet. Yeah. Because the virus affected their mind or their like their memory and shit.
Yeah, it like reverted them
back to kind of like primal kind of like they like apes. Pretty much. Yeah. Like it reversed cards.
You switch sides.
Switch sides. So like and then she finds the rest of the humans, but they're kind of like what the fuck? Like who are you? Like oh shit. But then he was saying that like Proximus or group, their clan come. And they start attacking. They were looking for Nova because I think she had something in that Proximus needed.
She had a way of opening
opening a vault that it had artifacts, weapons, military things that the apes Proximus could have used against to make him more powerful, more stronger with his clan.
Yeah, imagine a freaking ape with a freaking AK-47, dude.
Oh shit, bro, I'm fucked.
They briefly showed like in the movie before that, the War of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where they had guns.
Yeah.
They had a gorilla with a plate carrier.
My boy had a 4-point KD.
Yeah.
Shit.
He was freaking hitting them 360 no scopes.
Yeah, bro, no scope, fucking quick scope.
Yeah, and so they end up. Maximus's group ends up finding out that she knows how to get in there.
Yeah.
And this is the part once they find the group and then they kind of are reunited with his group, but he gets taken prisoner. Noah also gets taken prisoner.
Yeah.
And then they end up finding. They take the girl with them, and then the girl talks with like a librarian that.
It's like one of the guys that I would say it's kind of immune like her.
Yeah.
So like Proximus uses him as for teachings and maps and stuff that it's useful for him.
Yeah.
So
and this is where the story. So spoilers now. We'll go into the spoilers. This kind of takes a turn that I was not expecting. The Nova ends up killing the librarian dude.
Yeah.
Because he's like.
that's like the
I was expecting that I was like, well, this dude he doesn't want to be there.
No,
he's kind of being held there against his will.
But he wants to be there.
Yeah, but I mean, because he's safe.
Oh no, because he's safe. Yeah, and
but like obviously, like if it wasn't for that sole fact, like he wouldn't want to be there.
Yeah.
And then she freaking ends up killing. I wasn't expecting that she was gonna kill him. But like, we're like, why'd you kill him?
And that's like the spoiler, kind of like Easter, where it says because she knew she was working for this group of people that were also intelligent, trying to get back into the human life. That they sent her to kind of
they needed to find something inside the vault.
That way they could take it back to the humans.
Yeah.
But she knew that if the librarian would have helped Proxima, they would have got what's inside the vault. So she had no choice but to kill. Oh, and also too, I guess he was gonna alert the apes because it was at night.
So I think this is around the part where I started falling asleep.
Okay.
So that's probably why I started getting
fuzzy. Because you're probably dark and you're like...
and I think I was half in, but I was like, wait, she killed that dude? Why she killed that dude? Like you think that's like, there's not many of us humans left who kind of want to stick together. It's like,
exactly.
I'm going to kill this dude.
Yeah.
But that makes more sense now. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
But later on, so she ends up finding like a secret passage into the vault. You see a lot of things from like back. I mean, it's been at this point with thousands of years now, or hundreds of years, right?
Hundreds of years,
yeah. And there's like abandoned like apartment buildings, pretty much. It's like a bunker for rich people.
Yeah.
And it's all the people that could afford it, and there was a lot of military stuff in there, military tech. There was like a tank in there, right? There was
like a several tanks.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of guns, ammo, and stuff like that. She ends up finding this little like board.
Yeah,
and that's what she ends up taking. She ends up taking that, and as they're making their way out, they end up running into Maximus when they finally get the door open.
Yeah, he was like waiting, like kind of like saying, "Oh, like I knew this was gonna happen."
Yeah, exactly. And then he's like, I think they have like a freaking Mexican standoff there because he's like,
because the girl, so Noah's like, "Oh, like I can't let you come," what's the reason you're doing this? But then Proxima explains it to him. So then Noah's kind of like, oh, okay. But then that's when Nova kind of like...
Yeah, whips out the gat,
The gat, and she goes, motherfucker, you better stay still. Yeah, and then she shoots one of the monkeys.
She shoots one of the other...
Monkeys, the
other apes, yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe that ape got freaking blasted,
I know, bro, because they thought, like, oh, okay, it's not loaded. Yeah. And he's like, ugh.
Well, I mean, I don't even think they would understand how like the guns work at that point. But I like how that dude just like takes a step. Oh, did he even take a step forward? I think he was just standing there. Right?
No, I think he wanted to step forward to kind of like disarm her. But then that's when Proxima was like, all surprised. He goes, because he was like, oh shit, like I could have that shit, like.
Well, she gonna kill me.
But it's funny because like I like how I think he was behind Noah. He was like walking back and forth behind Noah, was like right in front. He goes, what the fuck is that? Like, but
going back to the Godzilla.
To the Godzilla, but
well, you're an Indian dude.
But yeah, I think that's when she was like, I can't let you guys escape with this, and that's when I think she shoots the water.
Yeah, she had she had rigged the bombs on the little waterfront where they had like their fortress. And then just like a whole bunch of water starts coming in.
From the ocean just starts coming in.
And obviously freaking apes don't know how to swim.
So they start running.
Yeah, they start, calling back to the freaking apes not knowing how to swim. I don't like that they killed the orangutan.
Yeah, I know. I feel fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, technically, they killed them off because they pushed them off. And Humble was like, what does it say? Together, apes strong.
Yeah, apes together, strong.
I'm like, no, bro, hold on.
I didn't like that. Because they killed them off so fast. I feel like if there's gonna be a new. There's gonna be a new one, right?
Yes, because at the end
it's a new like trilogy. I think.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna bring him back because of how fast they got rid of him.
I feel like, and they didn't show that how he died. No. Could it be that he probably got into a log or a rock,
or that
and he
just got washed
back
downstream somewhere?
True.
Because they got rid of him really fast, and I was like, what the fuck? That was kind of quick, especially for at this point he was one of the main characters.
Yeah.
And had spent most of the time on screen with Noah. And so. But yeah, going back to that, they start getting washed away, and then obviously the apes don't know how to swim, so they're all like, "Oh,
they're all getting inside in the vault, trying to climb up."
The big ass gorilla dude ends up drowning because he goes through some freaking.
That motherfucker scared the shit out of me. That motherfucker did like a stampede. He was going after Noah for personal reasons.
And then when they were going through the pipes and stuff, it reminded me of like a jungle gym in McDonald's.
Oh yeah,
when they're like trying to weave their way through.
Humble got stuck.
Yeah,
that
he
was
got stuck.
crazy.
And he's like, no.
He goes.
And you see his freaking.
He goes like
you
this.
See his hands
like
just like, and then it just freaking folds down, and the water rushes over.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was kind of funny.
I think that part was kind of funny too, because like Homeboy was chasing the shit out of him, bro.
Yeah, he's freaking
Homeboy
bobbing and weaving through the pipes,
like tagging shit.
Yeah, and then they finally they find an escape. They get to the top, and then they end up finding Maximus at the end,
who survived
at the edge of a cliff and stuff like that. And then they have the whole confrontation. I thought it was funny that they're having this confrontation.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, freaking Noah starts singing the freaking Eagle song or whatever.
I thought Homeboy was gonna do like some beat or something. Like he was gonna start. Yeah, man.
Going back to the roots.
How the tables turn.
Well.
Like moth to a flame.
Yeah. And so he starts singing, and the freaking Eagles show up, and then I don't know. I feel like they could have done more with the Eagles. No,
so I'm gonna say a part that I probably didn't like.
Yeah.
Is probably, I feel like they should have done more with Proximus. I feel like they built him up to look this badass motherfucker. He looked badass too, with all that armor and shit. Yeah. And just little fight scene.
Yeah. I feel like that is true.
I feel like that's the only downside of me about that movie, is that they could have given a better fight scene for him, and the way they killed him off with those stupid ass eagles.
It was pretty quick. Yeah, and then that's what happens in the story. Yeah, they end up fighting. He ends up freaking singing his hymns. Yeah. And
I was like, huh?
Oh yeah, then all of them copying.
And I was like, if I was Proximus, I'm like, y'all stop.
Yeah,
that shit.
Y'all are freaking tweaking.
Take out that gun. Got.
And then like the eagles come and they just start freaking biting him,
scratching him, kind of push him off the cliff.
Yeah, that was very anticlimactic.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like they could have done way better, where it's just like a whole ass fight scene where it's like maybe Noah and like maybe his other brother start fighting him, or they all start jumping Proximus.
Yeah, but then he ends up winning because he's a lot bigger.
He ends up winning, exactly. But then I guess someone's like, I don't know, some shit, But I feel like Proximus could have done better.
Yeah, no, it definitely was a very anticlimactic fight scene.
Yeah.
And then you're expecting, because it's like the big boss at the end.
The big boss, yeah,
but,
exactly.
I didn't think of it that way, but when I'm thinking about it now, I'm like, because it is true. That's pretty quick.
It's someone badass, what a wonderful day,
what a wonderful day.
And I was like, damn, that's a boss right there, but.
Yeah, it was true. Yeah, they killed him off with the Eagles.
Because I figured, that scene, how they killed off the gorilla, that was perfect. That was like, okay, because you're probably saying a bigger scene for Proximus.
Yeah.
But then it came to Proximus fighting. Yeah, I tossed him around here and there, but then the Eagles did most of the work.
That is true. The gorilla scene was more intense than the Proximus scene. Yeah, that is true.
And then when they killed him off, I was like, okay, it's fine. Cool, whatever. Because Homeboy was finding his dad in the tower in the fire, made him look badass. It's like his revenge story. Yeah. And then when they kill him, okay, cool, you got revenge. But then you figured Proximus would probably be like the main one, because he captured your whole family, sent them to go take off your fucking village, and but no, Homeboy fucking tossed Noah around here, beat him up, whatever, and then happened. And Homeboy was fucking calling his ancestors and shit. And then Proximus was at the bottom of the fucking river. Yeah, bro. So
he was like the Japanese.
I think he probably had the worst death.
That is true. Yeah.
Oh fuck, but that's probably something that I would say that I dislike about the movie. So
and then going on after that, like it turns out that the girl is actually, she's taking that back to like her people,
to her headquarters,
and that's a thing that can help them connect satellites together so that they can communicate with other people. And opening up obviously to another movie, which they are gonna do. And then she ends up coming back to Noah's like original village. And then the one thing I didn't understand, which I don't know if you can help me understand, is when they're having this whole, obviously Noah now disapproves of what Nova did, because I don't even remember what her real name was. They were just calling her Nova.
Oh fuck.
But she said her name.
She said her name.
Yeah, but I don't remember. But
Sarah?
I don't know. It sounded
Sarah Connor.
The face kind of connects with Sarah.
Yeah.
And then during the whole conversation that they're having, she has the freaking gun behind her.
Yeah.
To kind of show, like, I don't know if it was their intent, but to kind of show that the humans are still gonna, even though they're friends, she's still gonna fight him back to take back like their planet.
I think it was more of like, she probably thought he was gonna kill her for what she did. I think, on that part, I think they both didn't agree. What I guess Noah was like, yeah, fuck it, let's keep this vault. The way Proximus was kind of putting it all together.
Yeah.
But I think the way Nova came out in that scene made her look really violent and very,
true.
very, just dangerous.
Yeah.
With the gun. So I feel like when she came back, she was just probably doing it for her protection, because she's like, fuck, I did all this. I flooded almost, a bunch of fucking apes without me caring.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like she just did that for her protection. And then I feel like when he went, that's how you know that gun is not in her right hand no more.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, in her right hand no more. So that's when I think she went for the reach. She trusted him. She's like, okay, because in case, something would happen, she would just shoot.
Drop him like the other dude.
Yeah, exactly. So
no, I definitely, I don't know if it was like an interpretation or thing or something like that, but I was wondering, I'm like, why was there a reason why she was like didn't trust him at that? Well, there was reasons why he wouldn't trust her anymore. But she should have known from like the way that he wasn't gonna attack, because obviously he didn't unprovokedly attack anybody. He was doing all of this just to get his family back to his village. But and then she ends up taking that disc, whatever, or that hard drive thing, and then opens it up to a new movie. And then I don't know, there was some things that I thought that they could have done better. Well, like for instance, like one instance, the orangutan, how fast they got rid of him. I didn't think of it the way that you thought of at the end with the Proximus, but it makes sense now.
It makes sense now. Exactly.
They kind of got rid of him really fast. I also feel like the story with like the humans still having like a whole ass base and everything like that after it's been like hundreds of years,
generations.
I feel like that wouldn't be the case anymore. Because it's like, if you think about it, like imagine cut off all of humans' resources and now let them live. How long are they gonna last?
Not long.
Not that long. And now with a base, not with like generators, not with like satellites and stuff like that. Like those big old satellites are going out into space and coming back down, but like whatever's in space isn't going to be working anymore.
Exactly. Like, who's operating them? Like if it's all over the world, like
and imagine like the people that are surviving when she goes back into the base. There's people wearing suits, obviously, because not everybody's
like military
immune.
Suits,
I mean
like
the hazmats, because they're not all immune. And then I was thinking to myself, like, how many people are left to the point where they can still operate stuff like this?
True.
And then when they talk on the radio, they hear other people talking on the radio. And I was thinking that it was a little bit unrealistic to the point where, like, it's been hundreds of years, yet the humans are still kind of...
And I know they explained that. Well, they explained that, but it kind of took place... I think that was that movie where Caesar died. I think it was with the bald guy.
Yeah.
It's something... I forgot his name, the actor's name, but... He comes out in a lot of movies.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I remember.
But that guy that plays a colonel or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think that was like kind of like the last, resources that they had. The military resource. How they were living.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then the fact that after that they lost, moving forward to kind of like having generations, hundreds of years after, you're still gonna tell me that there's still people that, that are operating stuff.
That's what I was thinking. It was a little bit unrealistic to the point where like, if humans are like slowly falling like this, why is it that they're still there? Like,
and now other people watching this might know more of the lore, more of like how the Planet Ape movies are, but this is more of like viewers like us, like
it's just like things that I thought were kind of
things
a little
that
off.
Exactly that put us, or just like, oh well, why, how is this still happening, questions that still haven't been answered for us.
I feel like also another thing that I would have liked would have been when they were exploring the vault, that they should have shown more in the vault. To kind of like give more callbacks, because I know there was some callbacks to like previous things, previous movies and stuff like that, but I feel like they could have done more in there to like show more of like civilization, because I do know they do have sections as far as like when she looks through the telescope, when she's like looking through the
stars,
and there's like things here and there, but it's like I don't know, I was expecting the callback to like the Franco movies.
I think it was a callback to the Mark Wahlberg movie.
Yeah, was it?
They were saying that supposedly that they were watching the satellite or because remember in the first one, in James Franco, how they're going to send out the astronauts?
Oh, I think I had heard about that.
So supposedly that's the ship that she was looking at. Supposedly. So I don't know if that's kind of tying up with the Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they're probably going to redo the movie with a different actor, but kind of the same way it was kind of added, where the apes took over already, then they land. And they're like, holy shit, what happened?
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah.
That would be a pretty good way to tie both of them together. Yeah.
So that would make sense, where it's like...
So then that makes sense. Then.
That's
but there was some.
There were some times, yeah.
Yeah, there was some things that I was like, oh, they could have done a little bit. Well, what did you feel like they could have done, or that you didn't really like?
Well, like I said, the Proximus, and I feel like the orangutan part, and then I feel like, maybe making Noah more resourceful, in a way, saying like, I understand you guys are trying to do your peaceful thing with the eagles and this and that, but I feel like since you guys are more in power now, right? You guys are taking over humans, you know? You have this whole earth to yourselves. Like, I figure like your clan would be not defenseless, you know?
That is true, yeah.
Like, I would feel like you guys would, since like I said, you guys have more strength, more power now that you guys took over humans. Like, I feel like each clan, for example, like Proximus clan had fucking soldiers, you know, there were gorillas.
Yeah, you would have thought that they would have some kind of defense.
Yeah, you know, if they said apes together, why is there separate clans?
Yeah,
instead of all having one. That's me, you know. But I think my biggest one was the Proximus one, where like they made him fight a little bit and then they threw him off the cliff.
Yeah,
I feel like it could have been like, damn, this fool's a fucking badass villain. Like, damn, like.
Yeah,
like this fool would have fucked up Koba. He would have had a chance against
Caesar.
Been,
a very, very strong character that could have fought some of the strongest characters in the whole universe of it. Yeah.
So that's my thing right there.
So what would you rate it out of like 10 if you had to rate it? Because my score for sure would be a little bit lower.
I would say like a 7.
I was thinking 6.
For me, 7.
Yeah, it just for the sole fact that it is entertaining, but. Or it might also be because maybe there's more lore stuff that I don't understand because I haven't seen a lot of the like the previous stuff, and I haven't like deep dive into like some of the lore. Yeah. But there's just like certain things that I thought could have been improved on as far as like I was telling you, was getting rid of characters, unless they planning to bring some of these characters back, like with the orangutan.
We'll see.
Yeah, if they bring him back, then I'd be like, oh, I'll change my score back.
Change your score, yeah. I mean, like you said, it's more of like your personal view.
Yeah,
and stuff.
And then for the sole fact that the lull, I don't know if like I said, if I was tired or not, but it lulled to a point where I fell asleep. And I don't generally fall asleep in movies that if they're interesting, I stay awake, obviously, but. I don't know if it's just like that lull was too long or something like that, where I was just like sitting there. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna just peace out.
Wake me up.
Yeah, wake me up in 30 minutes.
You hear like fucking gorillas fighting around.
Yeah, like, oh shit. That's when I woke up, was when they opened the freaking the vault door. Yeah. And yeah, no, I 6. I'd probably watch it again maybe to see that part that I missed, but I'd
maybe
give it like a 6.
Put yourself, okay, let me pay attention to the little details. Yeah. And maybe if you don't want to, you could just go back to the lore of the older movies. So you're like, oh shit, like this ties up to that. Yeah. That's what I did. I mean, I watched it, then I went back to watching from the James Franco one. And I already knew it, but I just want to rewatch them. Yeah. So I would say like a 7.
Yeah,
7 flat. Yeah.
Like, what do you think that they could have improved on? Why or other than like it's the things
just like things
like the what you're saying that they could have improved on would have been like the fights.
Yeah, the fights. I would say more of like the fights, bro. Yeah. Like I said, I understand Noah's, but I feel like he could have been more resourceful, more. More badass. You know, because if they're gonna continue him, maybe that's how they started him, and then if they're gonna keep him,
that's the beginning of his journey.
The beginning of his journey, because he knows he's gonna be the alpha now. He's taking it because his dad, died. Yeah. The mom's looking. They made him like pretty much the alpha of his clan. Yeah. I feel like he's gonna be like, all right, I gotta get my shit together. I gotta protect my clan for next time for some other shit.
That might be how they bring up like his like story arc where it's like the beginning and then he gets like into power.
Yeah, exactly, where he's like more strong, he knows what's up already, you know, kind of like a Caesar pretty much. And maybe that's what they're going for.
And it follows that same path as far as like how Caesar grew. He was very, very timid, very shy,
but he knew what was the right thing, what was wrong, and he reasonable, but I feel like that's like I said, that's me, but it could be like they're leading with that direction of building him kind of like a Caesar, or better than Caesar, where then later he's like, okay, like
I'm the new Caesar. I'm Caesar now.
He's like, what a wonderful day.
He's just saying, what a wonderful day. He's like, I'm gonna steal that dude's quote. No one's gonna remember.
What about you? Like, what would you say? Like,
the improvement, honestly, I don't think I know enough about the 8 movies.
Oh, okay.
I feel like they should have thrown in some other animals in there, because
like cheetahs or tigers or some shit.
Well, I mean, they did show like zebras. I think they showed zebras, right?
Horses.
But like what happened with like freaking lions or like tigers and shit like that? Like, you think like that stuff would continue?
But then, yeah, you're right. But then, where did it take place? New York, right? Or was it Los Angeles?
I think
it was Los Angeles because I saw the observatory. I might be wrong.
I think it was just like it was
just like a random city.
It's just a random city. I don't think it says.
I think I'm Fallout.
Yeah. Oh yeah, thinking about Fallout. Yeah. No, Fallout is an observatory. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But no, for sure I forgot. I lost my train of thought.
No, I think I think like if it was based off on where there's population, I don't think the tigers would have come out or like lions and shit like that. Maybe because of the jungles. I mean the jungles, the zoos. But I mean then again, you wouldn't see much. Yeah. But then again, if you see the movie, you see a bunch of like all green, surrounded buildings. That's all kind of like anywhere like a jungle or whatever. You would picture you seeing more like bird. I think you did see birds.
Yeah, you see birds. I was just expecting a lot a lot more wildlife because
it's like it's wildlife.
Once humans are gone and they're like not killing stuff, then like
I think wildlife will take over.
Yeah. And there wasn't much. It felt like everything was very empty with like it's just apes.
Yeah, and some eagles.
Yeah.
And
the eagles, and then it shows like horses and like zebras once, and that's it.
Could be.
And so I don't know. I was expecting like a freaking fight with the alligator.
Oh, that would have been crazy. Like, or a tiger. I would have liked something
over the tiger or something like that. Another apex predator from.
That would have been sick. Yeah.
Especially because like let's say if they're in zoos and then they can't do anything. They get out of a zoo or something. Like that.
And they're all in the same area. So now if you put them out, that's true.
And it reminds me of there's a game called I forgot what it's called, but it's like the evolution of man, and you start as an ape, as like a baby ape, and you evolve.
Evolve.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. I think it's called like humanity evolution or something like that.
Old game or new game?
It's a fairly new game.
Oh, okay.
And then you play as an ape, and you like evolve your clan as you go along, and then in that game you fight. Like if you go into an area like water, you're gonna run into an alligator that's gonna kill you because the alligator's stronger than you are when you're smaller.
Oh shit!
And so I was expecting something like that, like there being like an alligator or like a cheetah or something, some other animals, because the only threat in that movie is just the other apes and humans.
Yeah.
But you're not expecting like nature took over everything. There's other threats as well.
Yeah.
There's like a wild boar coming at you. Like those things will fuck you up and
tear you apart. Elephants.
Yeah,
or some
exactly.
Shit. But like, then again, like I said, maybe in the second movie if they do one take place more in the wildlife.
Or like a bear.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's bears here in the
yeah.
US, and like if it takes place here in the US, they would have ran into a bear.
And I know they did that in the one with Caesar. I think it was the second one.
Yeah, they had him fight a bear.
Fight a bear to protect his son.
Yeah, and so I was expecting stuff like that, where it's like not the only threat isn't just apes and humans.
Like there's other wildlife. Yeah,
I feel like they could have done that, but I mean, if there wasn't enough time to put that in,
or they're saving it for later.
Yeah, or maybe they're saving that for later. But it would have been cool to have freaking Noah fighting an alligator
or some fucking bear,
a tiger. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could see why they didn't do the bear, because they're like, we already did that shit. We don't want to copy it again.
True. But I mean, it's everywhere though. So I mean, like, why not?
But. Yeah, no, I would give it 6. You said 7.
Yeah, I said 7. So go check it out, guys. If you guys haven't, maybe you guys did already, but let us know what you guys think of your review.
Let us know what you guys think about the monkeys,
about
the gorillas, and the cheeks, the gorilla cheeks,
and the delicious mamas.
Oh no, the monkeys.
I'm like, what kind of monkey are you looking at?
He's not talking about the monkeys anymore.
I'm talking about Rashad.
Yeah. Oh damn, dude.
Rashad, I'm coming.
Hey, wait, he's still talking. Hey. We're talking about something different.
We're changing the subject.
We're changing this into a regular Blue Room podcast episode. This is the review room. We'll keep it as the review room. Thank you guys for checking out this video. Make sure you check out our new videos every Tuesdays and Saturdays. Let us know what other guys movies, shows, or music you guys want us to review. We're gonna do Kendrick Lamar's
video.
What was I keep fucking forgetting.
They Not Like Us.
They Not Like Us. The only thing I think of in my head is the freaking sound.
I thought you were gonna say like the Last of Us or something.
Oh no, the Last of Us. We should do the Last of Us. Yeah.
For real.
I just keep thinking of that little the jingle that the freaking in the background of that song.
That's Mario.
We're gonna review the Super Mario movie too.
Yeah, that one's good too. I like it. For another segment.
Yeah, we'll say that for another episode. But yeah, thank you guys for checking it out.
Thanks, guys.
Make sure to like, comment what other videos we should do, what other movies, what other songs.
Let us know.
TV shows. Maybe when Fallout Season 2 comes out, we can do
that
Season
one's
2.
gonna be good.
We'll do that one right away.
The boys too. The boys.
Yeah, so you guys can watch that as soon as that drops.
Yeah.
And then So
thanks, guys. Check us out.
Check us out.
Later, guys.